Today, I'm going to show you a case study document that I'm going to be using to make me more sales and get more clients. Hi guys, my name's Gavin. I'm an email marketing specialist and I run the email marketing agency Inbox. Today, I'm going to quickly run through a document that I've created for clients that I will show in order to help me close and make more sales. Now in this video, I'm going to run through the whole process going from A to B, how I created this case study document, how I intend to use it, and what you can replicate from it as well. I will be sharing my screen, but before I do that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, it really helps me grow. I post videos every single week about my marketing agency, and for those who've been following along for a while, thank you so much. It keeps me going. Awesome. Guys, so what I did before I signed this particular client is I got them on a call, right? I had the classic sales call. I had no case studies to show them. And what I said to them was, guys, I would really like to work with you, but in order for me to work with you, I want to get a case study out of it. Now, in exchange for that case study, I'm going to offer them a reduced fee in exchange for the ability to display the results that I got them in a public manner. So I said to them, hey, I'm going to drop my fee from, I think, $2,000 a month to $1,300 a month, and I'm going to offer my services at a much reduced rate. And in exchange, I want a testimonial from you guys that I can input into my actual case study. I want a Google review. I want you guys to recommend me on LinkedIn, and I want a bunch of other little things here and there as well. And they said yes, because I think both in their mind, they're thinking, hell yeah, we're getting a bargain. And also this guy's clearly very confident that he can drive some good results for us if he's willing to give us a reduced rate in exchange for a testimonial. There's just something that I felt like actually pushed me over the line when it came to this particular sales call. And so what I did is I said, hey, let's lock in for 4 months because I want 4 months of work to confirm this case study. In reality, I didn't really need that, but it still got me to where I currently am, and which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so here's how I went about creating my case study. I used Canva, really basic, really simple, and I used one of their templates and then just chopped and changed it according to my needs. So let me kind of run you through the reasoning and the way that I've actually laid this document out, because there is a bit of a science to this. As you can see here, this is the front page, right? And my hook is 90% increase in email revenue in 16 days. That's an awesome hook, right? 90% increase in email revenue in 16 days. We've got my company right there because it's being presented by Inbox, my company, the client that I worked with, and the business case study, the example, and then by Gavin just done here, and then their logo here as well. Now you can see my brand colors are all across this document here as well. I've got my brownish gray right there, my kind of off-white in the background, and then the client's color just here as well. Now, that's the hook, right? So I have that hook. They're like, okay, well, what's next? Let's see what they actually did in terms of numbers. Awesome. Results in 16 days from go live. Let's go a bit more granular, because really clients, they just care about the numbers. That's all they fucking care about. And so if you can just present the numbers in a really clear, succinct way, you're in good luck, or company rather. So as you can see here, 90% increase in email revenue, boom, right there. Automations plus campaigns, very parsable. Parsable as in I can read it very, very easily. Increased total email revenue by 90%, click rates by 2.38%, total email open rate by 47%, just all these numbers, right? And then big one at the bottom, return on investment, 600%. And I highlight that in another slide down the line. Also, on top of that, I talk to subscribers. Increasing the subscribers, or the amount of subscribers the database has, is very important for an email marketing agency to be doing. If that's not exactly what you do as a marketing agency, totally understandable. Just chop and change this a little bit to see if it works for you. I also say what we did, the conversion rates. These are insane conversion rates, by the way. And the reason I've actually made this into a case study is because it's easily my highest performing client. Close. There's another client that's probably doing equally as good, but these guys are a bit more known in their space, and it's also the ideal target client that I want to be going for in the future, right? I want to be going after clients just like this in the future, which means I can use this case study and present it to similar businesses to theirs, and those businesses will be like, oh my God, they're super similar to what we are. Of course, if he can generate results for them, he's definitely going to generate results for us. So the client that I selected to do the case study on was one that I want to go for, is a type of client rather, that I want to go for in the future. So I was thinking ahead a little bit on this front, and that's why I've chosen to create this case study document around that client. Now, real plain and simple, right? Scope and approach, increased revenue through SMS implementation, increased revenue through key email automations, list size, increased revenue through email campaign management as well. I don't go too into depth. Once again, people are time short. They just want something really simple to look over quite quickly, and that just gives them that. Now, template redesign. Here's an example of the old template, and here's the new template, right? So we had clickable header images to increase conversions, just kind of spoke a little bit to what we did. I mean, there's a load more that we actually did in terms of the redesign and the actual scope of work, but from a reader's perspective, the client, more often than not, when they think of email marketing, they think of the template, right? Whereas in reality, for my agency in email marketing, there's a whole lot more that goes into it, but you need to be aware of what the client thinks you do and speak to that a little bit and make it seem as though what they think you are doing, you are the best at doing that particular thing, because that's kind of all they can comprehend in these early stages, right? So we have that. Then we have a quick bio about the company that goes into a little bit more depth. Once again, the thing is, the client doesn't care so much about this company as they do the results and the work, which is why I added it near the end. So near the end of the presentation here. Then we have this final slide here. This is an image from the client. 90% increase in email revenue, 600% return on investment. And then those are the key, real big talking points, right? And then just let's talk. So really simple, really straightforward. And just to go through this one more time as well, none of the information here, the client's gonna be mad that I'm sharing. First of all, I've actually run this past the client, so they know that I'm gonna be putting this out there, and that was the original agreement, and they're happy with that. But I've also made sure that a competitor couldn't go into this document and see things that are potentially sensitive data. For example, how many new subscribers they got, what their total percentage of revenue is in a 30-day period from email, and how much we increase that. We're keeping that information confidential to make sure their competition doesn't get an edge on them. But also, if their competition does review this, they can see it and be like, oh, you know what? This is actually really good. We don't know the exact numbers. Let's get Gavin and his agency on board. My name's Gavin, by the way. Awesome. Guys, that is the case study document I used for, or I'm going to be using for my email marketing agency. So how do I actually intend on putting this case study out there? There's a few ways. First one, I'm going to put it up on LinkedIn. Second one, I'm going to repurpose it on my website. So I'll have a section in the menu bar that'll say case study, and I'll repurpose it, chuck it up on there, and people can look at it that way. And thirdly, anytime I get in a sales call, after the sales call, I can fire this document over to people if they don't sign in that second call close process that I have. And I do have a 2-call close process. You can find out about it later or in other videos that I've posted. Awesome. That's how I intend to promote it. Guys, I hope you found this useful. Let me know if you have any questions. Once again, I post videos every week. The whole purpose of this is really just to kind of run you through what I'm doing with my agency as I do it. And for those who have been following along, you guys have seen me go from literally 0 clients up until, I guess, a week before this video was made to $10,000 in revenue. So you're seeing the whole process. Subscribe to this channel and you will see how I am building up my agency, and you can learn from that and hopefully give me some tips along the way as well. Awesome, guys. Short and sweet. Thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know. Follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, check out my website, all that good stuff. Thanks. Bye.